We are recording. So keep it in your pants, gentlemen. We're back.
If I don't fit in my pants. I gotta wear this kilt.
Nothing wrong with wearing a kilt. I love wearing kilts.
Matt, you wear a kilt?
I was going to say I've never worn a kilt. That's not true. I have worn a kilt.
No,
have
I've
worn
seen
one.
you in a kilt. I've absolutely seen you in a kilt.
It took you a little while to learn how to sit.
I'm not sure I ever learned how to sit.
Yeah, you got to keep those legs together.
Yeah, I can speak and I can
Don't you
spin
fucking
around,
tell me what
but I
to
can't
and
sit.
do not keep together.
Welcome to Multiple Nerdgasm with your hosts, Matt, Luke, and Dan. Multiple Nerdgasm, your guide to all things nerdy.
You know how last year we were excited for a game called Assassin's Creed? Because we're looking at finally going to China.
Japan. Yes.
And,
Yes.
and then,
Japan's in China, right?
Yeah.
yeah, I know what I meant.
I think they tried to make it in China
They did.
quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
they did that, and then they postponed it, and it was due out. And now they've postponed it again. And so I'm
have they?
super scared about this.
It wasn't good. That's the message
No.
I'm getting.
To
when's
go
it postponed to now?
just another month, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Doesn't seem long enough to do anything valuable.
Exactly. Like, all you're doing is testing what you've got and
And my patience.
marketing. But yeah, no, just found that a bit strange.
So when's it due out now?
March.
March. All right.
March. Yeah, it moved from February to March, I think.
I mean, I can wait.
Yeah, I can because I'm not excited for it anymore. At all.
Luke, just while we're talking about things you're not excited about anymore, are you wearing a Kevin Smith t-shirt? Because I thought you were off skis with Kevin Smith.
I am. I'm not off them, but
That's a good shirt, though.
yeah, it's Jane Silent Bob or Bluntman and Chronic. Well, no, it actually dresses Batman and Robin.
I'm confused.
Oh, you don't know what this is?
No, I do. I'm just
Right.
There's just too many layers to it.
But have you noticed that there's been a bit of hold on big announcements for games coming out later in the year?
I haven't.
Well, I have a theory about it. No one wants to announce big games because they're waiting to see when GTA 6 is going to announce.
Oh, okay.
'Cause who wants to compete with that?
Good point.
Do games... I suppose they do. But like films, it's all judged on the first weekend's box office, right? Do games judge the
Yeah.
same way? Like who buys in the first week?
Because
I would have thought it didn't matter because games take so long to play.
No, I think
No, I
they
think it probably
do.
does.
They do
Disappointingly
judge
short.
a little bit, but then they'll also look at lifetime titles because sometimes you'll see games that, like, you got Alien Isolation to begin with. Like, people that I don't think that sold well, but then it picked up later because people found out how good it was.
Yeah.
But they really want to get their money
Never
back
finished
as
it.
soon as possible.
Too scary.
And I guess, like, presumably a lot of people are going to buy GTA 6 and
Yes.
will not buy something else in order to do so. So,
Yep. So, and the thing is, most of your sales do really come at that start or sales later because,
also, GTA 6 is going to be the most expensive game ever, from what I've heard.
yes,
So,
it's going to be,
Is it?
oh,
yeah, they're putting the price up $20 or something.
Oh, guess what? I'm not buying it anyway, so
I'm
don't worry.
buying it day one.
I don't care about GTA.
Really?
I really don't understand.
I enjoy these like third player games. Like, I don't know, I can just play them and tune out. Like all the Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed, the Watch Dogs.
Oh, I get that.
Once you work them out,
Damn, I love other other Rockstar games.
Just not
and,
GTA.
Just not GTA.
Yeah, I just don't care about GTA. I don't know why.
I just don't want to play as a cunt stealing cars and fucking jacking people and shit.
Yeah, that's my real job. I don't want to play my real job.
Give me some escapism.
well, I will play it day one and give a review.
Well, speaking of escapism, I escaped for quite a while, and now I've run out of things to escape to in the Great Circle.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about your Costa Rica holiday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can't you go back,
That's why
mate?
I had to try and reignite the spark of exploring the world. So I went to Costa Rica. No.
Oh, again, but reuniting the spark. I'm like, oh man, things are really rough for you.
They are, man. There's no more story content, Dan. What don't you understand about this?
Yeah. I am bored. All right, I am fucking bored. No, I'm the same, and I've tried to make my own story. There's just a couple of side. I'm talking about indie again now.
Yes.
A couple of side missions, or like what field work they call the.
I've done all that.
Yeah, and some are funny and nice and fun.
Yeah,
but they're very short. Once you finish the game, man, when that game was wrapping up, I was like, what do you mean? You told me there were 17 countries with these. I wanted 17 chapters, not 3.
Yeah, keep it going. Luke, have you gotten past the bug yet?
I'm still completely stuck and cannot jump over this very simple jump.
I'm stuck in a way that I think I'm just going to stop for a bit because I cannot 100% this game. I'm quite close to 100%ing this game.
Really?
But I can't because, you collect the documents.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's a document in, it's in the first, it's towards the end of the Vatican bit, right? I don't want to spoil anything because I feel like this game deserves not to be spoiled. It's fucking great. But the map shows that's where it is. When I stand there and I hold the map up, there's a fucking icon right there. On this table, there's supposed to be a document. It's not there.
Are you sure you're not just on the wrong floor?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
There's a couple of times I did that and I was walking around going, it must be here. And I was like, oh no, there's a basement.
Or it could be something that has happened to me in other games where you have picked it up and just has half registered. So it's registered that you picked it up.
That's even worse, frankly.
Because
it hasn't recorded it. So
I looked on Reddit and there are a lot of people.
And I'll be like, I thought I went there. Okay.
Yeah, on Reddit, there's a lot of people saying you can get way bugged out of 100% in this game. It's a shame.
Okay.
So hopefully they'll fix it.
I think sometimes it's because sometimes you're picking up a lot of things at once. Like there'll be a room and you pick up a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when it's half saving, it sort of skips over.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
And that
I'll say this. Last week, I was asking about the Wehrmacht uniform because I hadn't found it. I found it now. Went out of my fucking way to get it.
I just stumbled onto it.
Didn't even. Yeah, I mean, that's how I did it.
Because it's really useful.
Yes,
very useful, and I would have.
It is probably the hardest one to find in the game, though.
Yeah, because you don't just encounter it normally. You have to go into the place where it is.
I mean, you could argue that that's the same with the fascist uniform too, in that it's in an area that you can only get to if you really want to get there, and there's no other story kind of points in that.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. This one just feels a little bit more out of the way.
Yeah. Plus, you got to find the key. You got to
yeah.
There's not a costume in Siam, right?
Yes, there is.
There is. What is it?
The black shirt costume, the fascist costume.
Oh right. Sorry, I meant a new one. There's not like a.
It is a new one. You have to get it.
Yeah, but what I mean is a unique one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, again, it is.
It's unique to that level. You can't put it on until you get it.
And it's different to the other one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't dress as I can't go in. I can't dress as a Thai person or anything.
No.
You're not Hitman.
No, but yeah. I'm playing this exactly.
You mean like
Hitman.
Peter Sellers? That's Fu Manchu.
Yeah, poor Peter Sellers in the party.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just wearing that Wehrmacht uniform around. I like it. Hugo Boss. You can't beat that. But you know that guy who helps you out, who's friends with that smuggler, who's just got his own little tent. You can just go in and talk to him from time to time. I forget what mission he was introduced in, but anyway, I was wearing that. And I walked in. He's like, "Oh, hey, Indy," and I'm like, "You're not going to ask?" Because I'd fucking ask you guys if one day you just rocked up wearing the Nazi uniform. I'd be like, "Okay."
You want to tell me something, buddy?
Yeah.
So, Luke, have you been spoiled on the story? Or have you avoided that somehow? Because there's a lot... where you're stuck, some pretty big chunks of, like, that's what's going on that you wouldn't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is why I don't care about spoilers. Like,
You don't know what's going on anyway.
I don't know what's going on anyway. But even if I start reading something that's going to like spoil something for me, I just stop.
Okay.
It's very simple to do.
Okay, so you don't know.
No.
Okay, interesting.
I just know I can't jump across this stupid
That's what he knows.
cabin ravine and catch a vine.
Keeping it vague, then, what do you think? Like just broadly, Dan, of the finale. You go first.
Yeah, no. Look, it fucking came out of nowhere because I didn't realize I was quite at the finale, and I also think that like one of the kind of the big things with Indiana Jones when he's looking for things, let's say, is what the thing is that he's looking for. Whereas I've never seen him literally just look up and go, "Oh, there's that thing."
That's what this is all about. Yeah. Because that's what I did. That's what I did. I went,
yeah, same.
Oh,
yeah, same.
Yeah,
well, I'm all in.
Well, I might try again tomorrow because I can backtrack.
Yeah.
To back to the village, and then I can progress forward. But the problem is when I've tried to backtrack, if I die for any reason, I spawn back at the same location. And it's a bit of a pain to backtrack all the way. So,
you wouldn't want to do it more than once if you were like halfway back. Yeah. That'd be irritating.
Joe, I almost said there aren't even clues about what it is, but there's a massive fucking clue.
Oh, really?
When you think about it for a minute, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is.
What's the clue?
Like, I'm not going to tell you.
You've done it. You've done it, Luke. You've already done it.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it is yet.
I was just about to say there's no indication that... Oh, wait. Yes, there is.
Yeah, I mean, it's... You would have to know, though.
Yeah. But now, when I said... Like I said, when I thought it, I went, oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the flashbacks to his underage girlfriend, or...
Yeah.
Did you see there's a bit... I snapshotted you guys when he's having his dream sequence in the uni, which is like so Remedy, right?
Yes.
Up on the blackboard, somebody has written, Marion's dad finds out. Just when you think that wasn't part of the canon. No, it is. It is. He was molesting her.
But they're still friends.
Yeah.
Like, we know that. He's still friends with, what's his name, Abner? Abner? No. Ravenwood?
Abner Ravenwood.
Abner Ravenwood, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no. They're not friends. They've not spoken, and he doesn't know Abner's dead.
Oh, all right.
Because Abner's cut him out.
But then it's also quite weird. Like, you look at... So, I was only a child, and then they get together, he gets her pregnant, and then he leaves her again.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he comes back, and now they're happily ever after.
Yeah, and she's fine. Actually, she wasn't fine, but she was much more fine than you would expect a woman to be in that situation. See, again, spoilers, but not really, because it's not spoilers for the story. But at the end of the game, whatever happened with Gina happens.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wraps up.
Sure.
Except if you go back to any location
She's still there.
in the game, she's just sitting there.
Yeah. There's a few things like that. If you go back to the Vatican, she's still dressed as a nun just on the balcony.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
what are you
Always
doing,
there.
Gina?
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah. I thought we discussed this. Your sister is not here.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that you can actually just finish the game and go back and just do everything.
Yeah,
so you're not
because now
going
I've
to
done
miss
all the
anything.
boxing rings because I realise there's one on every continent.
Yep.
Done that.
And you're right, Matt. Just all of a sudden, the fighting stops being really hard and just is fun.
Yeah,
and
you
easy.
kind of get in the swing of it. Yeah.
Yeah, blocking. That's the secret. Blocking.
Yeah.
If anyone's still having trouble,
Blocking and
block,
counterattacks.
and then if you block and then hit with the same hand, you just push. So don't do that. If you don't want to take your hand off the block button, just block and wait until he punches with the other hand and then punch.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. And this has become a meme, so this isn't really a plot story either, but Voss is a fucking great character, and I am a master of karate.
That is so good.
Cracks me up.
But he is. He's hard to find.
He starts fucking kicking you and doing this. I was fucking in tears. And then I was like, oh, fuck.
You know who I like, though? Is
So
Voss,
good.
Little fucking outsider where he's like, he's caught you on the boat. And he says, He's like, you Americans have no ideology. What do you have? The cinema? Cartoons? Choo choo. I was like, fucking take that, Indy.
Good, just good writing. It just felt like Indiana Jones. Great. Yeah. Just great.
It felt like Indy in a way that the 2 latest movies did not.
Like, even the long cutscenes felt like you were watching old Indy.
You got the longest ones.
I think I said this last time. Yeah. I was watching stuff in the cutscenes and I was like, I could be playing this. But it's fine.
You could have let me do that.
Yeah, but whatever. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, man, the worst for that was the Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2. It's like, okay, I'm going to fight this guy. I've punched him and now it's a cutscene about me fighting him.
Now there's a monologue. Now he's got to do his monologue and...
Yeah.
Anyway, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Play it.
Everything I didn't like about it in the first review I gave, I've moved on from.
Yeah.
To the point where I almost want to play it again from the start so that I enjoy the bits I didn't enjoy.
I've not enjoyed a game as much. Well, actually, that's not true because I enjoyed Alan Wake 2. But I enjoyed it a lot. Like,
this is more fun.
A lot.
I mean, Alan Wake was a better game, but this is more fun.
Alan Wake was more compelling story-wise because it was just so interesting. Yes. This is just fun.
Just fucking fun.
Yeah, because bits of Alan Wake 2 were not fun. But
running around punching us in the back of the head.
The only thing that was not fun was not even in the main game, but when I had to go back and I'm trying to find some of those steelies and relics and stuff, some of those are in very not fun places. And most games, like when you've done a dungeon, there's a quick exit out. Like, we'll just slide down here. Not always the case.
Yeah. And like Giza, if you've got to go back down into the tunnels, that's brutal. Because I thought I'll just come out the other side. No, you won't.
No, you will not.
Yeah, that's the part I'm looking forward to the least, going through and cleaning it up. Because some of those dungeons, they just easy to get lost.
It's still fun. It's just a little bit less fun.
Did you see in Giza the Easter egg from the point and click indie games? Because in that you meet that guy. What is it? Fuck, I can't even remember. Somebody is selling quality. Oh no! Somebody asks you what you're doing, and he says, "I'm selling quality leather jackets." Right?
Oh yeah.
In this, in Giza, you see a guy with a stall with jackets, and he's like, "Quality leather jackets."
I didn't even put that together. Yeah. Okay.
It must be that. It must be connected, right? Like, unless it's just a bizarre coincidence.
Yeah, look, they're going to have to make a sequel. They're going to have to. There's no way that they won't be making a sequel now. But
there's some DLC coming out.
Learn to do it properly. It would be so easy for them to not understand what was good about this.
Yes.
Order of Giants is the DLC, which is included in the premium thing. I'm bummed that there's only one DLC. And everyone's saying, it's set in the Vatican. And I'm like, I've done that. No, set it somewhere else. Give me a new location. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but actually setting it in the same place may make it a bit better. Because you could focus on the story more than anything. If you have to go into designing a whole new place, then...
I'll say this. Some of those... Where was it? The temples... which is the temple with the fucking snake? That temple, right? The snake in the water? The big fucking snake? No one knows what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes. Just where I'm stuck.
That's where you are, right? Oh, sorry.
Siam or Thailand.
There's places in that I'm just standing there looking at the architecture and I'm like, fucking some nerd got to just fucking design this. Like, so lucky. You know what my dream job is? I'm playing the Lake House now, Matt, because you reminded me. I'd forgotten that I'd not really played that.
Lake House is good.
And you know what I love about Lake House, but also Control, because you're in an office, right? And there's always posters on the wall that are the worst examples of corporate poster art, right? But they're awesome in the game, and they're kind of strangely ironic and stuff. Well, that's what I do for a living, unironically, right? Fuck, I'd love to design the in-world art for those games.
Yeah. Well, Sam Lake, if you're listening.
Yeah. If you're I'm available.
Sam Lake's a patron. Fucking hell.
This is on the main show.
Yeah, I always.
Oh, no, I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah.
No. I was going to say if you're a patron, but yeah, no, you don't even have to be. This is the free part.
You're right. Even if he just listens, that'd be pretty neat.
No, if you listen, Sam, mate, you're fucking loaded.
They are.
$5.
Is he loaded? I don't know that they are loaded.
I don't know.
I think they do it
He's
for
all right.
love.
He's
Isn't their
very
company
nice.
sort of just hemorrhaging money?
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. True.
Yeah. We've got
He's
some.
got enough money for hair gel. His hair is always fucking
Oh, he looks,
immaculate.
pristine.
Yeah.
And coffee. Hair gel and coffee.
Yeah.
That's all he can afford.
He also doesn't age.
That's true. He looks very.
Yeah, that is
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, someone else who liked coffee, or at least likes writing characters who like coffee.
He definitely
We can
likes
talk about
coffee.
that in the after party.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be contentious. I can tell.
I hope it is. I hope
we've
it is.
got
'Cause
some-
I like drama.
We've got some portable games news. 2 pieces
We
of portable
do.
games news. The biggest one, because it's legit and it's a real thing, is that Nintendo was strong-armed into announcing the Switch 2.
Because everyone
Because
knew
everyone
it. Everyone
just
was
kept
so
leaking
liking
it. Yeah, everyone just kept leaking news about it. So they were like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah.
So no more information till April.
Yeah.
But we've got a teaser trailer for it. And I got to say, I think it looks
It
gorgeous.
looks fucking good, yeah.
Looks
yeah.
really good.
Now, mind you, I've got the OLED one, so mine's black and white already. So mine
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
better looking than the regular Switch
Sure.
with the blue and pink anyway. But this is next level nice.
I don't know. This honestly, this to me just looks the same.
Really? No, I think it looks
Yeah.
really nice. I'm into it.
a
And
good evolution,
the controllers attach like whoosh, instead of sliding off the top, which is good because those
I
always
have
fucking break.
never disattached my controllers.
Disattached.
Disattached? Detached?
I think that's the
I
word.
only use the Switch as a handheld. I use it as a Game Boy.
Yeah.
I've only ever used it to play Mario Party. And
Yeah,
you
right.
need to disconnect them for
The
that.
Mario, oh right, yeah, the Mario
Yeah.
games are good on it. I
Yeah.
now that I've got the Absolute to play Xbox remotely, there's no
Yeah.
reason for me to go to the Switch unless I want to play a game that I already bought for the Switch.
Right.
So I wish they'd make a good Zelda game again.
Well, if you're on a plane, the Switch would be a good option.
Yes, true. When I'm on a plane now, I'm mostly just trying to make sure that a fucking little child isn't annoying people.
Oh,
So I'm not
yeah,
playing
so-
no Switch, man.
So yes, as you mentioned before, I went to Costa Rica. I did take my Switch Lite and a whole bunch of other stuff, but yes, what I did was tried to, in the moments that I got, not entertaining my daughter, tried to read a book.
Yeah.
And, I did manage to do that somewhat, but also I had to play games with her on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I want this coloring book. No, I don't want this coloring book now. You only have it for 2 seconds. Yeah, but I'm bored. Yeah. So yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
So when I
Got a
find
lot of
out, I just
downtime.
try and sleep.
Yeah, right.
Get as many drinks into me and
looks
sleep.
so old.
Any downtime. He does it not just on a plane, just
Yeah.
in general. Actually,
If
I
no
have
one-
noticed that about you.
if
Luke.
no one's
Very
talking to
rarely
me at
lately
work,
have you
I'm
been awake
asleep.
when I'm trying to contact you.
I like my sleep.
No, that's fair.
So they said when it's coming out.
2025.
2025.
More news in April. There's going to be there's 3 live events in April. One of them's in New York. I was going to try and sign up for it, but it's the same weekend. I'm going to be in Jersey for VCF East, and I'm not going to miss out on that. So,
I don't know what that is.
Vintage Computer Festival that I went to.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Go to that. for sure.
so I'm going to that. So I'm going to have to skip that, but maybe it's going to be at PAX East, which I will be at. So.
and you get a
Maybe
bit
I'll
of
see
a
it there.
closer
'Cause
look.
that's in May.
I'm
That's
interested
in May
to
this
see-
year.
May. I thought it's normally
Yeah.
April.
You know, I was thinking, yeah, it is. But I think when we went, I think it was May then too. Because it was just after Easter. You and I were here. But anyway,
I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
yeah, 8th to the 11th of May.
Easter
and,
changes,
I will be there.
though.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, no, but I think, I'm pretty sure it was May. But anyway, whatever.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
This just occurred to me the other day, and I'm sure there's a reason, and maybe you guys know, I don't know, but like, why is the day we killed Christ called Good Friday? And I understand that he died for our sins. Call it Good Sunday then. Do you know, like, when he rose? Like, there's
I
everyone
didn't
watching
kill him.
them nailing up,
Are you confessing to something? Are you?
And then
I had
some
nothing
guys
to
just
do
kept
with
going, you know what? This has been a good Friday. Like, just seems odd to me.
What?
Job well done. A very nice treat.
And then Easter Sunday. That's what do we call today? When he rose from the dead? Oh, no, Easter Sunday. What the fuck's that mean?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
thought he
People in the
rose.
future will figure it out.
Did he rise 3 days later? Wasn't it Monday? I thought it was 3 days.
On the third day.
On the third day.
On the third day.
But they confuse it by, because it's a public holiday, you can't be a Sunday.
Yeah. He was like, I'll come tomorrow. Oh, it's public holiday. Everything was shut. I'll come to. I'll just do it today.
In fact, he came on the Sunday when no one was there. Everyone was at home. He's like, oh, I'll come again.
Sick of it. Where is everyone? Oh, it's Easter, mate. Oh, fuck, that's right. I should check my calendar before I
forget. Do you get
What's
Easter?
Don't worry about it.
Do you get Easter, Matt?
I mean, we have Easter, but it's very. That's
Do you get
so funny to me.
a long weekend?
No, I get no time off. No time off at all.
No, you do get a long weekend?
No.
Good Friday's not a day off?
No.
Fucking
No, which is funny to me.
You're
only
a Christian nation, Matt.
That's what I mean. So first of all, it would confuse me first just because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh, it's Easter. I'll get a 4-day weekend in Australia. And then it was like, no, nothing, no holiday at all. And then I was like, yeah, hang on a minute, aren't we all, super Christian? But they just don't. None of the Christian holidays except literally Christmas Day. That's it. You get Christmas Day off. That's it.
That seems so
Half
weird.
day Christmas Eve if your company wants to.
And yet, for some reason, in the summer, they're like, you can't do anything in summer. 3 months off school. And also, this is the start of a new year now.
In the movies, you see them running around doing big Easter things and like Easter egg hunts and Easter bunny and all that. But they're not really.
We do that, but it all happens on Sunday. So it just happens on Easter Sunday.
And you don't get a day off to recover from it.
Speaking of funny things about America, I learned 2 things only today, right? Number one, I learned like 20 minutes ago. Did you know that the Statue of Liberty is in New Jersey?
Yes.
Blew my mind.
Luke,
did you know that?
No, I did not. I've only ever seen it when I'm in New York.
I mean, it's in the water.
You look at it between New York.
Yeah,
the line is actually...
it's in the water in between New Jersey and New York.
I could blow your mind on the Statue of Liberty. Do you know they made 3 of them?
You blow me on the Statue of Liberty.
There's one in Paris. I've seen it.
No.
Well, didn't this one come from Paris?
Oh, well, then there's 4 then. Because there's one in Japan.
Oh.
Okay.
There was one in Vietnam as well.
Yeah, right.
But they tore it down in Vietnam because the French were terrible to them.
Oh, yeah, they were. They were. Also, did you know that the famous Statue of Liberty stamp, the picture of the face on that, is not the picture of the face on the Statue of Liberty? It's a picture of one of those other ones.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But my second fact that I learned, so what is it, the penny? I've got it up here. The cent, the 1 cent. Do you still call it a penny? Yeah.
We don't even have those.
Right.
You don't have pennies anymore? Take a penny, leave a penny?
Penny,
you know what?
arcades?
Maybe. I don't.
Anyway.
When I get coins, they go in the tip thing because I don't want them. Like literally, if someone hands me change and there are coins, I go whoop into the tip thing.
Same.
I
never
don't
have coins. To the fact that when you go grocery shopping here, if you want a trolley, you have to put a coin in. I'm like, I'm not a fucking ancient Roman. Who carries coins?
I don't even have.
Let me tap for my trolley. Okay.
No, I don't have a wallet.
No.
But the penny that you used to have, right, said on it, "E pluribus unum," right? We are one.
Sure, I've heard that.
Right? Yeah, in Latin. That was the second version of the penny in America. The first version of the penny, and I don't know the Latin, but it was not "E pluribus unum," we are one. The penny, the motto was, "Mind your own business."
No.
Yes. If you Google the Fugio cent, the first official circulation coin in the United States, it means, I think there's debate whether it meant literal business, because it's a coin, right? So like, let this coin be for your own business.
Mind to your business, yeah. Yeah, right.
Okay, no, it says, mind your business. Designed by Benjamin Franklin.
Good on him.
But does it mean like, pay attention to commerce.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Like
maybe back then it didn't mean like fucking.
I think
stay out of it.
changed a little bit.
Fuck off, mate.
What's it to you?
Yeah. You talking to me? You talking to me?
Yeah, I thought that was good. America makes me laugh.
You got to laugh.
Okay, so Switch 2 coming.
Yep.
Looks good. No technical specs. Those are coming in April, apparently.
I mean, have you ever seen how thick it is? Because I'm interested to see how...
You can see in the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks about the same.
And it looks like people are reading into this a little bit. And I was like, oh, it does kind of look like that. They show a video of the controllers on the side kind of sliding around. And now speculation is, you can pop them off and use it like a mouse, which would be good for adventure games.
I didn't read that
I was like, okay,
sure,
interesting. Because they do have a little button on the top.
And that's the one thing that sometimes doesn't work too well, is if you've got a cursor, then you're trying to flick it around with the pad. Yeah, okay.
So that could be fun, if that's what they were going for. It's literally just a shot in the trailer of them sliding around on the side, and everyone's like, "Well, what's that about?"
Yeah.
So anyway,
okay.
looks
Didn't
cool.
think of that, but sure.
Looks cool. No details. More to come. But there was also some news this week about Microsoft's gaming handheld that Luke has been telling us for years they were working on.
Told ya.
Now, in that I have a fucking cloud streamer, why would I want this instead? Convince me.
So,
Well,
I've been having a lot of trouble with the cloud streaming, to be honest.
Oh.
I didn't at first, but lately it's
Trouble
not working very
connecting?
well for me.
Or just
Even
lag?
within my house,
Yeah.
I just have a lot of trouble with lag, or it just won't connect anymore. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll just be like, well, I guess I can't play it on this tonight.
look, but really,
Yeah.
if you're already able to do it, the only real reason will be it'll be newer and have a better screen.
So this is cloud only, we think, right?
Sorry?
As in, you can only play...
Yeah, like this is not going
off
to
the
run
cloud
the
server.
games locally.
No.
Is that the theory?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Because what's the point in them doing like an Xbox only one, or just a streaming only one?
Oh,
They
I
already
see.
exist.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But I know they're making it.
Yeah. Or maybe they just want money in their pockets rather than money in somebody else's pockets.
Yeah.
But it'd be good if you could, because there'd be some games you could run on it natively. Maybe not be
Where do
able to
I put
run
my disc? Where do I put my disc, Luke?
When was the last time you played a game that ran off a disc?
Occasionally, the only game that I've got that I go back to that is Far Cry Primal, which for some reason every now and again I want to play it, and I've got a disc copy of it.
I never played that.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah? I do need to play something else.
There's not enough games where
Decided
you
what yet.
are a caveman, you know.
Yeah. And you don't
And
speak in
Ancestors
that game,
went
do
back
you?
too old. There's language, but it's all a made-up language that they got linguists to write for the game.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I'm going to play Stalker 2 next, I think.
I installed
I
it.
think
After you said that the other day
installed it.
on WhatsApp, I installed it.
Installed that. Matt, you mentioned you went to Costa Rica. Right?
I did.
The rich coast. Was it good? Nice little holiday?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, really beautiful. And when we were checking out, I said to the girls, "Does it ever get cold here?" And she looked at me like I was fucking insane. And she goes, I mean, maybe once a year you would feel a little bit cold. And I was like, okay.
That's great. I went to New Zealand.
It gets
just
cold
after
there.
Christmas. It does get cold, but it wasn't cold when I was there, actually.
No.
It was disappointingly warm. It was middle of summer, but I still thought for some reason it was, slightly closer to Antarctica. But the thing is, I've never been to New Zealand before. Have you both been?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No, and it's one of my biggest regrets. It was like, it was right
It's
there, and I
fucking
never
beautiful.
went.
Yeah.
It's only a 3-hour flight. Like, it's...
Yeah, it's...
Well, not now, it isn't.
You know
That's
when
what I'm
you're
saying.
looking- yeah.
Should have fucking gone when I could.
When you're looking at like a fancy place around the world, and you're like, okay, this is beautiful, but only if I look here. Because if I look over here, I see a slum, or if I look over here, I just see an apartment building or whatever. Panoramic, no matter where you look,
Yeah,
it's the
right.
most beautiful place on earth. But the thing is, I didn't know a lot about New Zealand, and everything I knew about New Zealand, I realised kind of in the week leading up to it, I kind of learned from Bad Taste by Peter Jackson. Right?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sure.
Because that movie and the behind the scenes,
just all Wellington.
I watched so much. Yeah. But also, it's the early 80s. They've all got fucking mullets and mustaches, and they're fucking bogans, right?
It's like if you watch The Castle and you're like, Australia.
Well, but here's the thing. So I was trying to convince myself, like, don't expect New Zealanders to be like that when you get there. They're not going to be like that. They are. New Zealand, and I think it's because those kind of things have come back. Fucking mullets are back, mustaches are back.
Yep.
But also, like, these guys,
Australians are like that as well now.
But New Zealand's are fucking leaning into it, man. They are leaning into it. Bogan Chic is back in New Zealand.
Was it last year or the year before when the New Zealand Warriors, the Auckland Warriors, were doing really well? You could go and they'd have booths where you could stick your arm in and you could just get an Up the Wah tattoo to support them.
What tattoo?
Up the Wah.
I don't know what that means. I've been away too long.
But yeah, they really sort of leaned into that sort of culture a little bit, I think, which I'm all for. Bring it on.
Fucking they were into it. They were into it.
Yeah. I haven't been there in ages. Did you go north or south?
South, all south.
Yeah. So Christchurch.
Not even Christchurch. I went to Charlestown.
Oh, yep.
And then Arrowtown and Te Anau and Milford Sounds. And just because we didn't want to do a whistle-stop tour of the entire country, we just picked the one kind of spot of nice country towns that we wanted to go.
Yeah, it was Neil Gaiman's bathtub.
That's on the North Island.
I've
seen a picture of that now, though, and
I saw a picture too. I was like, I think if you invited me in, I'd say, sure, hop in.
Yeah.
To my anus. Anyway. You mentioned...
He doesn't ask for permission, Matt. That's the whole point of this, is that he wouldn't ask you.
Well, that's how I'd put him off. I'd be like, do you want to put your fingers in me? Yeah. And then he'd be like, whoa. And then there'd be an article written about me.
Yeah, if you looked at him right in the eyes and said, Master says, put your fingers in me, he wouldn't know what to do.
No. He'd be like, I'm not into this.
Yeah, and you'd be like, and I'd like it that your kid's watching us.
Coming up in the after party. You'll like to understand what the fuck that's about. Well, you won't understand it, but you'll...
Well, yeah, nobody quite understands this.
You mentioned places being nice in some areas. So we got to Costa Rica. Costa Rica is beautiful everywhere, just to say. But when I got there, it was kind of like what I expected, right? It's like... the airport's very small. There's a lot of like farms and stuff like that. It's very tropical, kind of like I don't know if you've been to like the any of the islands around Australia. It reminded me a lot of the kind of Pacific Islands kind of thing. And not very wealthy, right? So we're going along in the shuttle on the way to the resort because I was there for a wedding. We were staying at this fancy ass resort, most fancy place I've ever stayed, to be honest. It was very nice. Going across this bridge, the guy stops the shuttle just in the middle of the bridge. All the fucking cars are waiting behind us, and he's like, "Oh, look, big fucking crocodile on the side of the river." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, wow, this is cool." So we're driving through, looking at all this stuff. Get to a roundabout, right? And then as we come through the other side of the roundabout, everything changes because there's this manicured lawn with these big palm trees, and you can tell the palm trees are all perfectly spaced.
You're down the resort.
You can tell, this is different. And then we get to this fucking security gate, and then the guy has to stop, and then they came around, and they said, "You need to know who you are." And they told us, and they're like, "All right, come on in." So we get inside, and then it was just like, now you're in fucking fancy
You're in
land.
paradise,
Yes, literally, yeah. I mean, the monkeys are still going through all your shit.
Fruit. Yeah,
exactly. But it was just...
Did your daughter like the monkeys, or was she petrified of them?
No, she liked them. She thought they were hilarious. She couldn't get Leah out of the fucking pool, which is fine, because she doesn't get a chance to do that here right now. It's snowing. But so the monkeys come around lunchtime, around breakfast time and lunchtime, like an army of them come
so
up
they know.
from the jungle. They know. Yeah. And they just steal shit. Like if you leave your table and leave some stuff, they'll steal it.
Yeah.
And so anyway, around lunchtime, she's in the pool, and she goes to walk down the steps into the pool with her little floaties on, and a monkey jumps up onto the rail next to her. And it was very close. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's a little closer than I would like a monkey to be to her. And so they're just standing there staring at each other for a bit. And then Lyra crouches down and puts her arms back to splash the monkey. and I said, do not splash a monkey. she goes, I just want to show him the water's nice in case he wants to swim with me. And I was like, no,
do not anger
splash
that. Do not make
monkey
that
does
monkey
not want to
mad.
swim with you.
Do not splash the monkey. Yeah, now she loved him.
We had some pretty aggressive monkeys in, I think it was Vietnam, and we arrived at the hotel, and they're like, "Oh, just so you know, there's monkeys. Don't encourage them. They're quite dangerous. They're quite aggressive. Don't leave food out. Blah blah blah." And literally, everyone turned to me and was like, "That is not an invitation for you to see how close you can fucking get to these monkeys." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, well, there's a path down to the beach, and we were down there. There's a bunch of them around, and we were standing there watching them. And then one obviously just got the shits with us because it came over really close, and it was in the tree, and it was just fucking shaking the tree at us, going like,
"You say to me, cunt?" Oh,
yeah,
geez.
shaking the tree at us, and we were like, I think we should go.
Yeah,
The monkey's just like, fuck off.
yeah.
It's his spot.
Lots of iguanas, lots of iguanas. That's cool, and lots of creatures. I saw fucking whales. Saw some
Oh,
whales.
sick! I
Yeah, it was
love
cool.
whales.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Was it a
I want
sperm
to eat a
whale?
whale.
I've eaten whale.
I want to eat a
I don't know
whale.
what it was. Yeah.
You can make any whale a sperm whale.
If you can catch it.
You don't have to catch it. You just got to be
Let's just
quick.
say I Neil Gaiman to that whale.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice.
I don't know. What should we do
Relaxing
next? Can
holiday.
we talk about the talk of Tik?
Yeah,
Blaine
for the
was doing
moment.
that.
I won't be allowed to talk about it soon.
No.
This is going to happen too.
Yeah, it seems like it.
It's
been
I've been
upheld.
talked about it for a long, long time. And I thought it sort of died off.
No, look, America wants to ban TikTok.
Because it's Chinese spyware? Is that why? Or is there another reason?
Yeah, I think the real reason, and so some stuff happened as a result of this that maybe confirms that it is potentially an issue. They don't want a company so influenced by the Chinese government to have so much influence on American people, basically kids in particular, right? TikTok has a huge influence. You know, the algorithm can, make trends happen. It can do all. It's very powerful, right? With kids in particular, or by everybody. And then their concern is
never been on TikTok.
no.
Not
I
once.
have,
but
it doesn't appeal to me so much. But I have.
doesn't. But when you go on there, it's very easy just to lose time.
Yeah, just keep scrolling because it learns.
man, I
it's like,
fucking
what are you
hate that
pausing on?
No,
Like if you stop and you
yeah.
watch a video for a bit, it goes,
Yeah.
oh, he likes that, and then it'll,
show you
it's
that.
very smart, and that's the problem.
That's why I got rid of it, because that's a few times on it, you lose an hour and I've done nothing.
Yeah, and look, I'm not saying it is a bad influence, but it certainly could be. And I mean, there's no reason to assume they wouldn't use it to influence. Like our foreign governments do that all the time. So I mean, fucking America does it to other countries all the time. So
America's doing it with their own, with X and Facebook as we speak.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, so they're concerned about it. They want to ban it. There was some question about whether they would be able to, and the Supreme Court upheld it, saying, yeah, we can ban that. Sure, why not?
Okay.
And then as a result, people have been flocking to this other app that I can't remember the name of, that is 1000% just a CCP run social media app that it was like a copy of TikTok. And then everyone's like, well, now that's exactly the problem, isn't it? Like,
But it's going to take 6 years or whatever it took for them to,
Yeah,
like
because
what's
it's
this app
new,
called?
it's different.
It's and like literally the icon for this app is just a red thing with a bunch of Chinese characters on it. Like, like it's like what's this TikTok alternative red? What is this called?
Because that's what happened to
Red
Twitter,
Note.
right? Everyone went to somewhere else. What's the thing everyone's on now instead of Twitter?
Blue Sky,
Oh, Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. Yeah.
which I've been hearing good things about that,
who owns
actually. don't know. But I saw
Red Note. Red Note is a short-form video platform that doubles as an e-commerce site.
Red in the fucking title.
Offering shopping and the ability to leave reviews on products. It's the alternative to TikTok in China, where it is known as Xiaohongshu. Definitely pronounced that correctly, which translates to Little Red Book.
Yeah.
And
apparently rocketing up in download charts.
And I don't know if this is true, but an article I read said that even more so than TikTok, which technically in the US, TikTok is run by an American, because American servers, it's more Americanized. This other thing, Red Note, is just
all offshore.
Apparently a CCP thing.
So all they've really done is just done what they're afraid of something happening, and then they've just forced everyone to where it's going to be even worse.
Yes, but in a way, I guess it proves. I mean, if you were worried about it, you're potentially right to be.
Yeah, but also, China are playing the fucking long game here, aren't they? They've even got the thing they want you to flock onto next.
I mean, should we be surprised by that? Probably not.
Vladimir Putin in Russia's gone, that's just fucking... That's a weak when they can do that. That's great. I mean, we chose your president, but fuck me.
Yeah. Yeah, so bye-bye TikTok soon for me. I mean, I don't care. I don't even have it installed, but...
It's going to upset a lot of people. People actually make livings off that at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did see there was a funny thing. People, apparently TikTok influencers well, this is going away soon, so I'll admit that I don't use all of those fucking ice trays that I've been influencing you all to buy. It's like, or like, I don't actually...
specifically, or did you just... Is that
apparently there's a specific TikToker that has... makes custom ice...
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is why I'm not on it.
And then is like, actually, I don't use any of that ice. I don't know why that matters. But then also fitness TikTokers are like, that workout, I made that up.
What? But why would they be doing that? Because
they just go to fucking Red Book and do the same thing?
Yeah. Don't know.
That's so
funny. It happened with, like, when Vine went away, there were quite a lot of people who picked up and were able to move. Like,
Vine. That's
remember
right.
Vine?
That was a flash in the pan,
that's where the...
Yeah.
Logan Paul and that came from.
That's where Drew Gooden came from.
They were all Vine stars, and that's how they started their careers.
Matt, your president made your actual president, not your incoming president.
2 more days.
He'd be their president in a couple of days, but I know who you mean.
When this comes out, that's president.
No. The actual president. Biden made a speech yesterday of something. I don't know.
That's his farewell speech. Yeah.
Right. Evidently, he mentioned, and maybe he was talking about Russia, I assume, but he said something about the oligarchy. And evidently, yesterday, there was a record number of people typing to Google, what is an oligarchy?
Just a picture of Elon Musk.
Riding Vladimir Putin.
Oh, we need to talk about Elon Musk.
Do we?
Do we?
Have you seen that he's been caught out lying?
Oh, has he?
About what is that game you love? Pillar of Eternity? So he's been lying about Pillar of Eternity 2.
Pillar of Eternity? No, Path of Exile 2.
Path of Exile 2.
Probably, yeah.
He's been lying that he is the best player in the world at it.
Have you read the book? I know you haven't.
I read a book.
That Oscar Isaacson book about him. I had to turn it off. I was listening to it on Audible.
Oscar Isaac's son wrote a book?
Because there's a bit in it where it's about, he tells his story about how, I know I've complained about this before. He went to a D&D tournament and won the tournament.
And won it, yeah.
Yeah, it's this whole big thing, and none of it makes any sense. If you know any, like, this is not what D&D is. Like, it's just not.
Yeah. So in Path of Exile, he did have a character that was ranked like 97, which was like one of the best characters on hardcore there is. But the people who are up at that level are spending hundreds, if not thousands, of hours playing this game. There's no way he has time for that.
Fucking time, yeah.
Like, he doesn't have that time. And then, but he went on. So he's paying someone to create his character, essentially.
Probably a team. They're probably on shifts.
Yeah, but then because he streamed it and he had no idea what he was doing. And was talking about how great he was. It looked like, I'm just so powerful, they should make a harder mode, when he's actually playing like the easiest thing to do in the game. And
that's funny.
Just why lie about something like that, though? Just to...
I think he just cares a lot about being seen in a certain way.
Yeah, he fucking
seems
does,
like.
Man.
Yeah, no, because watching...
And he just, like I said with the book, like I said, I stopped reading the book because I was like, if he's not lying about that, what else is he lying about?
Because clearly the author didn't understand the nuance.
That's what
either.
I was like. There's two possibilities. One is that Elon just lied, and Oscar Isaacson wrote down the lies. The other explanation is that they were having a casual chat. Oscar Isaacson doesn't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. Wrote it down wrong. Right, misunderstood what he was trying to say. But it seems like
at the end of the day, how do you say you're the best at D&D anyway?
Yeah.
Like,
you won a D&D tournament. Like, what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's not a competitive game. Like, you don't.
How would you win as a solo player anyway? Like,
it's just nonsensical.
So yeah,
but he knows people don't know that.
You just reminded me of the D&D movie. Luke, did you watch it?
I did.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a good movie.
I really do think we should wait until Robert gets here.
So funny.
Good.
Yeah. That fat dragon sequence. I was like, I can't believe they did this. It's so good.
Fucking waddling up.
It's actually like that's the thing is that the all the previous times they tried to do something like this took it too seriously.
Yeah.
Like this movie is what D&D is. It's fucking stupid and funny and nonsense.
Trying to make weird shit happen.
And it's like, should we do the Hollywood movie heist attempt? No, we'll come up with some insane horse shit. And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, when they're up against the fucking party from the old D&D cartoon.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Very good movie.
When I heard they were doing that, I was like,
I was like, it makes no sense.
Failed this already. Don't do it.
That fucking scene where what's her name, Michelle Rodriguez goes home to her ex-husband, the little gnome. It's so funny. Just brilliant.
Yes, so good. And there's tons that I forget. Like this, I reckon if I watched it again, I'd laugh all over again because there's. I can only remember 4 or 5 jokes, but I know it was wall-to-wall jokes.
Yeah.
Oh man, just real quickly because I've talked about this the last 3 episodes. I finished Peep Show. 9 seasons.
Sort of sad. It's
it never stops being funny.
No.
Right until the last episode. And the last bit of the last episode where fucking Jez in his head goes, "We're gonna be together forever," and then it cuts to Mark and he goes, "I've got to get rid of Jez." But I've got nothing to watch. It was just so easy. I didn't, just at night, I just put on Peep Show.
Yeah.
I watched all of Silo season 2.
Yes, I finished that today.
I got to watch that, but it's not quite Peep Show in its ability to.
No. What did you think of the ending without any spoilers, Luke?
Without giving spoil, I thought it was a trailer for another show to begin with. It took me a second to work out that it wasn't.
We watched it last night and it ended, and I looked at Jen and I was like, I don't think I liked that. Like that end bit.
Yeah. Really completely out of left field.
Better off knowing this going in?
Well, no, I
to temper expectations?
All right. If you want to know, slight spoilers. Well, slight spoilers because we don't learn anything. It's more of a spoiler about the show changing slightly.
Right. Yeah.
But not sure if it is or not. Or if it's just
they're jumping the shark, are they?
So skip ahead if you don't want to hear about the very last thing that happens in the Silo finale, which is not a spoiler for the plot about Julia or anything like that.
But there's a flashback scene to before the silos.
All of a sudden, something very dramatic happens, and then all of a sudden, it's like a modern day city, and it's like what? And then I was confused about what year is it supposed to be?
Yeah, it's really not clear what year it is because they sort of seem.
There's stuff about Nixon on the walls.
Yeah,
like on the.
But it's definitely set on Earth. It's definitely set in America because it's
time period.
And they talk about like a dirty bomb hitting DC and
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it sounds like the start of the war that led them.
It made me go, oh, is this just Fallout? I don't want it to be that. I don't want this to be the plot of this. You know. Yeah. And then I was also the main thing that I said was, hang on a minute, that tech that doesn't match up.
Right.
The tech that I see in Silo, like there is advanced technology that I do not think it's going to work if they're like
with Luke right now.
I was sneezing. I was trying very hard to keep it in.
Internal sneezing. Well, you did very well.
It hurt.
It looked like it hurt, just quietly.
But no,
So I don't believe. I think even if it's modern day, but especially if it's earlier than modern day, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to accept they built the silo now. You know what I mean? I don't think we have the technology to do that.
Especially that many in such a short time frame.
Exactly. I don't think we have. So that's why I was just like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not sure I'm okay with this being the. Yeah.
But I don't. Apart from that, I did like it. Everything leading up to that, and I was starting to get excited.
That's the problem, is that I was loving it, and then all of a sudden it just changed, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Stay away from that. I'm really interested to see what happens next. Yeah, that just ended, and
anyway.
Yeah,
you did remind me. I do have to finish Fallout, and I'd never finished watching that.
Oh, really?
You should.
I don't want this to be Fallout. That's the thing.
Did you guys ever watch? Just talking about shows that took a turn and stopped being good. Did you ever watch Wayward Pines?
No,
I've heard of that. Is that the Eli Roth thing?
I don't know if it's Eli Roth. It could be. You could look that up. But it's basically it's like your kind of classic kind of Twin Peaks town, right? Matt Dillon plays this dude.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, is it? Oh. Well, that fucking explains it then. Okay, so the plot is this guy comes to this, like, and I don't know if it's in Washington or somewhere, like, just kind of Twin Peaksy, right? Little town, bit weird, can't leave, right? Can't leave the town. Awesome. I love this kind of plot. I love this kind of show. And then you find out it's years in the future. This is a simulation.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh, no, you ruined it. That's not what I was hoping.
I was worried they were going to go that way with this, actually. That this is going to be some kind of experiment. I still hope that's not what it is. I don't think it's an experiment. Well, although there's other stuff that makes it seem like it might be. That's what I'm like... like I said, I wasn't worried about that until they showed that ending thing, and then I thought back on some other stuff that happened, and I was like, don't do that. So anyway, we'll see.
I think Severance either comes out or is out.
It's out.
Episode 1 came out same day as the last episode of Silo.
Haven't watched it yet, but it's out.
I have. I watched that today as well. It's Severance.
Maybe I will have to.
I don't know. I think it's.
We know that, Luke, but how is it?
That's what I mean.
I honestly think the first episode was a little slow, and I think the first episode was slow in the first season because it's also about just
setting things up.
Season 2 is just bringing them all back.
Yeah.
So,
maybe I will wait because I watch things faster than one a week.
Sure.
Well, you've got Silo to do.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot to do. I got
10 episodes of Silo.
I'm actually at the moment. I'm Hui and I watching Squid Games season 2. Did you guys watch Squid Games?
Yes.
No.
Squid Games is fucking great, man.
It was. You should watch it.
It's really, and season 2 is just as good. And at the start of the season 2 first episode, I was like, oh, I think I know what you're doing, and I don't think I like it. And then they were like, ha ha, you do like it. And I was like, oh yeah, I do like it.
Oh, cool. I watched a movie before we went away. It was a movie we were going to watch for a while. Never got around to it. Finally watched The Dead Don't Die.
God, that movie is weird.
That title rings a bell, but
It's Jim Jarmusch.
Oh, right. It's Jim Jarmusch's zombie movie with Bill Murray, right?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen it.
It's like... I mean, I enjoyed it, but
it's weird.
After 5 minutes, I was like, "Oh, this isn't actually even a real movie. This is just him and his friends fucking around. This is like if we made a movie and we were just like, whatever."
Have you seen the Jim Jarmusch movie Coffee and Cigarettes? It's literally just vignettes of actors talking about why they like coffee and cigarettes.
Yeah, right. Well, Dead Don't Die is it's good. It's very funny and because it's. Like I said, it's not even a real movie. It's just like, it is and it isn't. It's just very entertaining. Like, there's this bit where at the very start of the movie, it's got, it's Bill Murray and it's, what's his name? Kylo Ren.
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver play these small town sheriffs. And they're in the car and the song comes on the radio. And then the song is called "The Dead Don't Die." And then Bill Murray goes, "Oh, what's this song? I've heard it before." And then Adam Driver's like, "Yeah, it's The Dead Don't Die." And he's like, "Well, have I heard this before?" He's like, "It's the theme song." He's like, "Oh, right." Like, it's one of those movies,
Right?
Like,
but played. It's not. It's one of those movies, but it's not. It's silly, but it's not. Like it's played so.
It's played for real, but
Yeah.
it's just
List.
it's fun. It's fun, but like I said, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
You're not meant to take it seriously. You couldn't
No.
possibly. Fucking what's her name?
Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton plays the Scottish mortician with a fucking samurai sword. It's so
Okay. Wow. Jesus.
like it's literally he was just honestly it's like if we had continued to get together every weekend pulling random shit out of a
We'd have
hat.
eventually gotten to this.
We would eventually make The Dead Don't Die. Yeah, except we wouldn't have had Bill Murray. Or
Yeah.
all these
yeah.
fucking Danny Glover's in it.
Oh, wow.
What's her name? From Only Murders in the Building. What's her name?
Selena Gomez.
Selena
Yes.
Gomez is in it.
Yep.
Fucking the guy Austin Butler's in it.
Oh,
Like everybody's in it. Every time it cuts to a new character, you go, "Oh,
yeah.
fucking
Everyone wants to be in a Jim
Iggy
Jarmusch
Pop's in
movie.
it."
Yeah, I don't know. I it's
Fucking Iggy Pop must be old now.
He looks like a zombie.
look.
Is
I
he
don't
still
know.
ripped as fuck though?
Yeah,
Like I don't know if I liked the movie, but it was just
Yeah.
weird.
yeah, I enjoyed it, but it was. I can see why people. I can imagine how confused people would be trying to watch this if they
Yes.
didn't know anything of it. Like, yeah, if you didn't know Jim Jarmusch or the fact that this was just him and his friends fucking around, basically.
But there are parts of the movie which seem sort of serious, like there's the kids in the school or the
Oh, sure, yeah.
and then it just cuts back to
I really liked the. I don't know whether this was an artistic choice or if Netflix was like, you can't have this be too gory. When the zombies get their heads cut off and the dust goes everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a cool effect. There's some cool stuff like that in it.
Nice. I watched a zombie movie this week too.
Did you?
Sort of. I watched Thriller, the Michael Jackson music video.
Oh, the
15,
extended
15.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
And the reason I watched this was, we're at the hour now, but I'll just give you a quick backstory, right?
Yeah.
It's my mother-in-law's birthday. She likes musicals. She specifically likes musical biopics about musicians, right? So last year she got taken to Tina Turner
Yep.
for her birthday. Before that, she got taken to the fucking Frankie Valli musical. Before that, she got taken to the Carole King musical, right? This
Right.
year, she's getting taken to the Michael Jackson musical because enough time has passed now. No one gives a shit about what he did anymore.
if you did
Everyone
it
is just started going,
You can celebrate
who
him
wrote
again."
some good fucking music? It's Michael Jackson. And Huey's niece and nephew were at the table when the tickets were given as the present. And they didn't know who Michael Jackson was. They're
Oh.
13 and 14, right? They didn't know who he was.
They escaped.
Yep.
No, right. Yeah, ironic because he'd like them. But so Ben Googles Michael Jackson, and the picture comes up of him like in his later days, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, "Are you fucking serious? You're going to go see a play about this freak? What?" And everyone was trying to connect. No. This guy was like the most stylish dude in the world. He was the most popular
He
musician.
was also black.
Yeah. That's what we're telling him. We're like, and he's black. He's like, okay, then I'm not looking at the right person. We're like, no, you are. And
It's
then,
complicated.
yeah, and then he was like, fucking, well, what should we watch? And like, because then his dad was like, put something on. So on the TV, I just typed in Michael Jackson, and I said, watch the Smooth Criminal video because that's just the epitome of cool, right? And then it just auto played the Thriller next, and I was like, fucking Thriller, the whole thing. I haven't watched this for years. So
John
we watched
Landis,
it.
right? Directed that.
Yeah. Okay. A, it's still very good. B,
Also
it's really
problematic
scary.
person. John Landis.
Was he?
Yeah, the
I
helicopter
don't remember
thing.
that. Oh,
People-
yes.
yeah.
That's right. That's right. When you say problematic, I just assume you mean touching people now.
No, just
But
accidental death.
Yeah, a death.
His
Yeah.
situation that he was responsible
He
for.
forced someone to do something unsafe.
And they died. Oh, and killed other people.
Yeah. But my daughter was watching it with us, right? And she loves music videos because she loves songs and fucking dancing and shit. So she was like, Smooth Criminal, all in, right?
Yeah.
Because John Landis, this thing's shot like a fucking horror movie, like a good horror movie. Like, it's really good. And, there's that fake out because he turns into this fucking cat werewolf thing.
Yeah.
You realize they're watching a movie. Before that happens, like, she was already kind of watching it like this, like how you assume like a teenage girl in the 50s might watch a horror movie, right?
Sure.
And then when he turned into that cat, she was like, "What?" Like, I wish that I could experience it at the level that she was experiencing it.
Yeah.
And we're like, "We can turn it off." She's like, "No, don't turn it off. I want to watch it."
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Leah's like that. I had my Empire Strikes Back t-shirt on. It's got Luke and Vader fighting on it. And Leah goes, "What's that?" And I said, "Oh, it's a movie. They're fighting." And she goes, "Oh, with magic swords?" Because of the lightsabers and there's a big thing. And I was like, "Oh, I can." She goes, "Oh, I want to see that." And I was like, "Oh, all right." So on my phone, I pull up the Cloud City. I was like, I'll just show her the start of it, just so she knows what it's about. And then, so she sits and she like settles into my lap and she's just watching it. And then she was like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "That's Darth Vader. He's the bad guy." And then she's like, "Who's that?" "It's Luke Skywalker. He's a good guy." And so we're watching it for a bit. And I was like, "All right, that's enough." And she goes, "No. I want to see the good guy beat the bad guy."
Oh,
and I was like,
have to skip ahead.
Not in this movie.
Yeah, and even when he does beat him in the next movie, it is very bittersweet.
yes.
I have fucked up.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, we'll watch it another time."
Yeah, he doesn't actually win, does he?
It's no one wins.
Yeah.
Especially in The Last Jedi. Look what he'd become in that documentary.
Because he had a bad dream. He's got to murder his nephew.
I had a hilarious dream this week. Do you want to hear it? It's funny enough to share, right?
All right.
I had a dream that our friend Gordon, right, was directing a movie and cast me in a role, right?
Yep.
And I get there, I arrive on set, a bit confused and bewildered. Gordon's there, fucking setting up.
Yep.
And I'm like, "I haven't been sent a script or anything." And he's like, no, there's no script. I'm doing a remake of The Big Lebowski. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "So just watch The Big Lebowski and learn the lines of your character." And I'm like, "Is that how remakes are done?" And so I say to him, "Well, who's my character?" And he goes, "Just introduce yourself to some of the other actors and see what characters they've already decided to play, and just pick one that's not already that." I don't know why I dreamt this. I don't know why I dreamt any of that.
So what are we doing that?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm all in.
Yeah. Well, listeners, we might put a tier up on Patreon if we raise a certain amount of money. A goal could be that we will remake The Big Lebowski
with no script.
No script.
We'll watch a scene on the spot and then just do it.
And we won't even
one
decide
shot. Only one
is
shot.
gonna
So
be
second take.
character. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. As
Might
the
get
co-host
bored and switch characters.
Yes, that'd be good. So patreon.com/multipleorgasm.
Yeah, we're going to keep talking for a bit. Patreon.com/multiple-nerdgasm. For $1 a month, you can support the show financially and get some behind-the-scenes stuff and keep in touch and get the... well, you can sign up for free, actually, even, and get the episodes in your inbox. For $1 a month, you get the episodes early. And then for $5 a month, you also get the after party, where we will continue to talk. And usually we load that up with the more sensitive topics. And also, we've
Luke's
got...
really to this follow-up this week.
We've got Geek of the Week, which is celebrities or just people who've died. And we'll have a chat about them.
And we force Luke... We've got to know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. We force Luke to pick the one that's the best. And I know who I want it to be this week. And I'm going to fight hard to get my candidate across the line.
And Luke's going to dig deep to try to find some reason why it can't be him.
There's a big one that I think is
he
going to
already
be contentious.
haven't we already said when he got a little bit sick that Luke was like, he's not going to fucking be Geek of the Week. He's
see.
brought this on himself.
We'll see. We'll see.
In fact,
Anyway,
he
that's coming
said,
up
unless
next.
he dies of something completely unrelated, but I don't think that's the case.
No. Well, that's
We'll
the after
see.
party.
We'll see.
multiplenerdgasm.com or go to patreon.com/multiplenerdgasm.com.
That's all for this week. Thank you for listening and we hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe in iTunes to receive episodes automatically. We'll see you next time.